Hello, everyone. I've kind of covered this topic before. I'm looking at a few of my Morgan dollars and a peace dollar that I thought these are possible ones to select if I wanted to send them off and get them graded. Now, it's pretty good detail on this 1878S. A little chatter on the face. Most of the high points look like they're there. And the mint luster's pretty nice. This might be around mint state. It's a common date though. I'll pull up the next one I got here. This is one of my nicer Morgan dollars. It's a 1882 S, and the mint luster kind of runs around there really nice. I get the angle just right. It too, the details on the higher points are pretty good. Maybe just a little wear on the tip of the wings, but it's kind of hard to tell. Again, it's a common date one. The 1896 one I have here. It's my bet. I have two of them. This is the better looking one. Also has a really nice mint luster spiraling on it. Another common date one. And this 1935 S peace dollar, which it's a little flatter design than, the 21 was kind of higher relief, but they decided it was too hard to strike, so they made them in a lower profile. But this one's in pretty good shape. It's one of my nicest looking peace dollars. You can see the S mint there. But again, it's not a super low mintage one. And sometimes the strike qualities didn't come out real well. Now I've already covered this one, which is, I believe, proof-like. Has a very reflective surface. And then this one that someone's cleaned a little. It's got good mint luster and everything, but you can definitely see what I think is cleaning between the letters and the dot there. A J shape between the U and R, and then almost like a V mark between the L and U. Looks like 2 or 3 little straight line marks right between the P and L. So with cleaning, this coin, it's an 1898 O, is just not likely to grade uncleaned. They would probably put details and cleaned. So that's why I don't do them. Now, there was another coin in here I wanted to pull out. Where is it? It's not. It's an 1884 S. Now, it had this one. It's a bit worn and circulated. Had that one been this kind of condition, where it has great luster and hardly, if any, wear, starts to get to be a little bit expensive coin, because the 1884S, they dropped all these out into circulation. They made 3 million something of them. They all got circulated some, so there's very few that are in mint state. And that's why it's an expensive Morgan. It's not really a great date otherwise, in circulated condition, but when it's uncirculated, it's definitely a high value coin. Now, I don't have an 1893S or an 1895 either year coin. Now, the Carson City mint ones, these like this, have been worn quite a bit. They're really not worth grading because it's just a common date type coin. For them, might be a slightly better date in higher, mint state. But as a coin that's been worn this much, it's not really all that wonderful for grading purposes. And to find it, I have a Benjamin Franklin coin in here, this bag, where the rim is heavily damaged. It's in here somewhere. Wish I could find it easier. Well, I wanted to show it because the rim on it. Now, it is a 62 Benjamin Franklin, and it doesn't look too bad. It's not really a gradable coin because the rim, if it will focus, maybe if I use this, has been totally worn smooth. And when you want to grade a coin, you have to also take that into account, because even if, like, say, the rest of the coin looks real good, but the rim is damaged, that'll count against your rating. They'll call it if it was uncirculated, they call it an uncirculated coin rim damage. Damage, rim, whatever they would put on. Now, this would never be gradable. It's a total slick. And totally slick ones like this, you can usually get them real cheap. I paid $16 for this peace dollar back in January, and more recently I got this one. Now, everybody I've seen this, I've always said they've never seen a JFK worn out this much. I paid $7 for this one. And then the melt on peace dollars is, in any other dollar coin, is 1701. I just checked earlier. I paid $20 for this slightly damaged peace dollar. It goes in the treasure chest with these other ones. But yeah, when you consider to send a coin off to have it graded, you must always take into account if it's check the PCGS and NGC population guides and look for coins, if they're common date ones that in high mint state are worth a lot. They go up rapidly. But unfortunately, like this one, I don't think it'd probably get mint state. I don't think it's been cleaned or anything, but I don't think it would go that high. And this one, I need to do more research about proof-like ones to see how common they are in this year. And the chatter I see on it, a few scratches here and there, if that'll be enough to keep it from being very high. I don't know if you can see that scratch right on in front of her face. Sometimes when the light hits it just right, you can. So it's always a consideration to have a graded coin. You want to make sure it's one that's going to actually not be cleaned and not be damaged. You have to look at the rim. You have to look at all the surfaces, the edges of the rim, everything, to look for damage that could prevent your coin from grading mint state. Because if it's damaged, I don't know, there's a chatter line right under the M on this one. You have to be cautious about it because it's not exactly cheap to grade coins, and you don't want to send one off and have it come back, details on it cleaned, if you need it to be mint state 65 or higher, because they don't put mint state 65 details cleaned. They just put uncirculated details cleaned. So you don't get what you need to make it worth your while, because you need these common date ones. There got to be $400 or $500 coins in high mint state before they're actually worth taking and the time and effort to get it sent in and hoping that it comes back. Because if it comes back, say this came back AU details damaged because there's a few scratches on it. I see a good scratch right on her cheek. But if it came back like that, this coin would probably only be able to be sold for maybe $50. in graded, and it would not be, I have 42 in it, so it would not really be worth grading. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video for now, and have a good day.